is you guys would do the, oh,
Sorry, I've started recording so I can play with it.
okay. And I was gonna just record me, be live on YouTube or record it, one of the two, because I don't want to have to go through the whole process of getting consents and all that for people to be, but I would just record myself. And then if they needed to go back and watch it, they could.
That's a good point.
One thing on my end, Jan, when you started recording, like I still have it because I haven't clicked on anything, but there was a little message bar that said this meeting is being recorded, and I can either leave the meeting or I can click OK.
Oh yeah, there it is.
So
Oh,
there's your
Okay.
like your agreement, Barbie.
Now I see
Mhm.
recording on the top.
But is it recording? So it must be recording. You'll have to see when this is done. Is it if it's recording the video and the audio? I'm assuming it's both.
I would imagine
Yeah.
it's both, and I would imagine it's the whole gallery, not just me or
Yes.
whatever. So I'll
Yes.
see. I'll see.
It is. I've watched several Zoom replays for
Okay.
professional development, and it's like that. And every participant you can see and hear, good
Okay.
or bad.
Yeah.
No sleeping on the job.
No doubt. It's kind of like those newscasters where, oh, I'm not even going to say it. They were doing some nasty on the calls and they got recorded, you know?
Oh
Did you hear
Nice.
about that?
Hot mics. Come on.
Yeah, not good. Okay, so I was thinking about the Louis or the triple sling. I'm going to put a poll out there on the Facebook group.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Tony must be in the garage. I just heard a slam. Oh dear. What other bags do you think would be good
What,
that
did she freeze?
are? Huh? What?
I heard somebody too. I don't know
think
who it
it's
was.
just a me. I think it's just a me problem. Sorry, everybody froze. Like Barbie was looking off to her wall, and I was like, "What's happening?"
Oh.
The Louis or the triple sling? What other ones would be like beginner that we could be done in 2 to 3 hours?
Your storage caddy.
I wonder about, yeah, your storage caddy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I also wonder too, Barbie, I feel like you're pretty popular for your 3 combo, you know, your raccoon sunglasses case, your Jordan pouch, and the purse pal.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Do one
But you also
one
have
on
some
each
videos.
one on each Zoom, like one for each Zoom kind of thing.
I think we could get all 3 done in a couple hours.
Okay.
Now the problem with that is you'd have to buy
those patterns.
3
Yeah.
patterns. One of them
We
is
still have a till the end of the month we have a discount on the Jordan pouch pattern, don't we?
Uh-huh. Oh, she'd probably do it again. Anne would
Okay.
probably do it again. Be my guess. And I don't know if Lynn would do it. Did Lynn give you a good discount on the Tracy?
Yes, I got as long as we are ordering 10. The problem is that we have to order them together.
Mm.
As long as we're ordering 10, we get, I think it was half off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the wholesale. We get wholesale as long as we order 10. And what happens is that I had to give her the email addresses of all the people that were buying them. That way she could give them the link through that email address. That's
Mm-hmm.
how they keep up with who owns it and who doesn't.
Oh.
And I don't mind doing that even for 25 to 50 people, but it gets a little.
I don't want to do that. That's not this first go around. I want it to be free for anybody to join, but then they have to purchase the patterns because actually those are 3, at least the purse pal and the Jordan pouch are fairly common, at least purse pal, that most people had. Like, do you guys all have the purse pal pattern?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't
No.
have it?
You don't
Okay.
have
get it.
Teresa?
I'll get it. I don't have any of the 3 that for or the Louis. No, or the Louis, but I'll get them. So. Yeah.
Well, let's see. That's 4 options. Is there another one that is fairly?
What about
What
the
about
roadie?
Oh, I don't have the roadie. That would be fun.
Roadie.
Oh,
Could we finish
Okay,
that in
deal.
2 hours?
Mm,
Is it quick?
How many have you made, Teresa?
I probably made about 10. Um, but every time I make one, I make mistakes. And I still have to follow the tutorials. That's like, holy smokes. The tall wallet would be a good one too. That'd be fairly fast.
Is that sonar?
Uh-huh.
Just going through some of the patterns that I have, a bazillion of them.
I think we should do your patterns, Barbie.
Yeah.
Well, the only reason I hesitate on that is we just did them at the Coosa Mountain Retreat. Does that matter, Jan? What do you think?
Well, that was only 12 people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I have two of your patterns.
Yeah, and the thing about these are so useful. I mean, I just made myself another one for something. I mean, well, I'll add it. I'll just add them, and if they choose it, that'll be what we do. Let me just add the other one.
Yeah, I do think you should add your patterns.
Mm-hmm.
If we're gonna
And
do
then
this,
I could give people a discount.
well, I was gonna say you need to make something off of your time. You just like you kept telling me about the retreat. Make sure you get enough to get yourself something. You know,
Yeah, I know. And did you?
I think I got to go to it for free. I haven't,
Yeah.
done the
You
final
didn't.
numbers, but my goal was to not have to pay the fee for myself or for Christy.
Okay.
That was my goal.
Okay. Brenna, you didn't see this. One of the gals at the retreat brought one of these, and she sold it to one of the other gals at the retreat, but you've probably seen it.
Oh,
It's a new Shambhala pattern. I can't remember the name of it. What's the name of it?
isn't it like the Bargello fish or whatever? I remember
Yeah.
linking it live when you talked about it.
So I went on her Etsy shop and bought one from her. I'm trying to support, people. And look at that. It is
Cute.
so cute. I'm gonna make some. I got the pattern. I'm gonna make some for some school teachers. Their kids would probably love it.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be good to do too.
Yeah, it would be.
Can you make it bigger? Does the pattern come in a longer like Jordan does?
No, not in the pattern itself, but
One
you
size?
could probably enlarge it. It's
Is it big
bigger
enough
than
for a
the
pencil?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let me show you. Here's all my little sundry tools.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's bigger, it's deeper than the Jordan pouch, which that's one thing I do really like. That other thing Jana had, I need to reach out to her. She said it was a free pattern that was deeper too. It was a little pouch that she had. I need to
I
reach
didn't
out to her.
see it, I don't think.
Oh, it was cute. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 options. The roadie, I need to go back and look at my video. I only made one, whether we could get that done in 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, especially if it's new to people. Like I said, like I've made quite a few of them, but I still have to follow the tutorial, stop, start. So sometimes I think I'm dyslexic with the patterns. I don't know.
Is the Devon pouch a K-Deal pattern? Who owns the
No,
Devon pouch?
Devon is
Like SODK something on Etsy.
yeah, Sotak. SOTAK.
Sotak. That would be actually a fairly quick sew. I'd have to reach out to her. Well, I think that's a good list to start with. And people, if they want to add something, they certainly could add it to the. And then when is a good time in June?
Oh, just another pattern to add to the list because it's a free pattern is the Shazzy.
what's that?
Ooh, the
Show us. Do you have
Shazzy
one?
wallet.
Yeah, I've got one here. I've made a lot of them, and I've made them. I've also made different sizes. Like I've made one into like a box corner crossbody. I've made small ones that people just wanted as a small wallet to put their phone in. Oh, here's all my stuff because and I've got some exciting news afterwards too. Gotta find. Oh, so here's here's the chassis. And it has what, 8 or 10 card slots, a slip pocket. So these are all card slots. And then on the other side is a zip pocket and another slip pocket. So it's huge. Like it's 10 by 9. This is the pattern size. Lots of room for your phone.
Did you do a grommet? Yeah, you I can't tell.
No, I did it.
Okay.
Because I don't have grommets. I just did the side thing and then just a rivet. Because I thought the grommet took up too much space.
Yeah.
You know, it would take up so the rivet is great, and then you can make this into a crossbody as well. So
that's a good idea.
Because it's a free pattern. Sorry, Jan?
That's Aura Rosa.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I Googled it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've made them, like I've made this because you can just adjust the size. I've made it bigger with box corners so that it's more of a crossbody. Right. But the insides are all the same. And then I've made it smaller. You know, maybe about 1 inch, 2 inches, not as wide and a little shorter.
And we could quilt it.
You can do a lot. Like this is a great, and it's a fast pattern.
Yeah, that definitely could be done in less than 2 hours or so.
And it has good skill for people who are new, like Barbara Fave. She came into that retreat and had never made a bag. I am so proud of her.
Yeah, she did really good. She has bought so many of my bags. She's my best customer.
That's fabulous.
She's just a sweetheart. She is so cute. I think that's a good start. Now, dates.
Okay.
And times. I was thinking the thing I want to be careful of, I don't want to do it during the day. Because Brenna works. A lot
of our ladies do.
Yeah. So it'd have to either be the weekend or an evening. And the only concern I have about evening is people have all kinds of activities in the evenings for kids and, What do you think, Brenna? What do you, a Saturday morning, a Saturday afternoon, because people want to do chores or errands.
Yeah, I feel like a Saturday morning is the easiest. Like get up right away in the morning. That's just me personally. Yeah, June is going to be a crazy month, just also for me personally, because we're doing all of our IVF stuff. So,
yeah, because of school being out. Yeah.
Yeah, we're done with kids next Friday, and then I have to go back the Tuesday after Memorial Weekend, and then I'm done. But then all my doctor's appointments start, so crazy.
So do you have to go
on Saturday?
No.
No. Okay.
Do you have to go there for your shots, or can you do any of them at home?
Yeah, so I go to the University of Iowa Hospital and Clinics. That's 2.5 hours away from where I live. So we have a teach appointment on the 29th, and that's like a all-day plan to meet with the nurses, have to have an ultrasound, sonogram, and then they prescribe all the medications then. Then I will give myself medications, and then my husband has to help me give medications in the butt daily. And then we have to, there'll be like a week period of time where I'll be driving down there for ultrasounds every day or every other day to measure the size of the follicles that are growing for all the medications. And then once they're the size that they need them, then I'll do a final, it's called a trigger shot, but it's a medication basically that gets everything ready to eggs to be retrieved. And then I go and then they suck all of them out and then wait to see how many are healthy. They grade them, and then we fertilize only a few. But then I can also freeze just my eggs, not fertilized. So then we don't get into the whole, we have like 10 embryos fertilized that are frozen. And then what do we do with them when we don't want 10 children? And that whole political debate. And yeah, and then after they are 5-day embryos, we can pick one and then go back for a transfer. And then we just wait.
I'm getting chills. I'm so excited for you.
Only one? They only implant one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm 30, and so I'm young. I have good egg quality, everything is typical on my end. And so they would only implant 2 if I was over the age of 45 and if I had low quality eggs. So they grade them from excellent, good, fair, and poor. And so if I only had fair and poor quality eggs, they would transfer 2. And if I was over the age of 45, because then it's less likely that I would become pregnant anyway.
Right.
But since I'm young, I'm not even a part of their statistics, actually, the hospital, the chart that they gave me, because they start at like 35. And so they'll only do 1, which is okay. And then the likelihood of multiples is the same, just as everybody else who gets pregnant off the street.
Now, this is so exciting that we're going to be able to go on this journey with you.
Yeah.
I'm about to tear up. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yes.
How long will the process take? Like all summer or what?
No, like a month. Like it can go pretty quickly. We started not with IVF, but we started last year in May in what's called an intrauterine insemination. And it worked the first time, and then I had a miscarriage. And then we tried several times afterwards, and it didn't work. And so then we decided we're going to go to IVF. But yeah, we've been doing all of this since like 2019. And yeah, the miscarriage was the scariest thing that's ever, one of the scariest things. But my husband is a survivor of cancer too. And we miscarried and found out that he had a form of cancer again last summer, the same day. And then he had to have surgery, and now he's better. But
what type of cancer?
he had testicular cancer. But then when he was a kid, he had childhood leukemia.
Oh, wow.
And then the treatment of that resulted in a different form of leukemia when he was 21, got a bone marrow transplant, and then had been in remission and had been amazed, like totally healthy. And the transplant for him was in 2011. And he's been good, and then found this weird spot, and surgery took it out, and all is good.
Amazing.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
You are strong people.
Yeah.
Yeah. My husband is strong people.
Well, you are too, to go, to be part of that as well. So it's not fun. I speak from experience on that end as well. So, but yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah. Yeah, so I say, it could be just a month and we could get really lucky, but honestly, who knows, Who knows? So I'm telling myself that it's not going to happen the first time. So then my hopes don't get totally crushed. But yeah, the lucky part is that if they get multiple eggs, and good quality ones, then we can do a transfer, see if it fails, and then go in and do another transfer the month after. And I don't have to do multiple retrievals then. So
that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
it is crazy. I got a call from the specialty pharmacy. The medications alone for this first round. Oh, did I freeze?
No, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, the medications alone for this first round, the cost that they're submitting for insurance is $11,800.
And insurance is covering it.
Thankfully, because my husband's insurance plan, it
Okay.
covers IVF.
So
Okay.
it
Like
covers
my
100% it covers?
No, there's always the deductible, and then there's the pharmacy deductible.
But I mean, that's huge. Man.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for you.
You.
Have to keep us posted.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh wow. All
We'll
right.
send good prayers.
So what dates look good for you guys? I mean, I have the 15th, which is a Saturday, the day before Father's Day. I don't know if that would be good or not. And I don't know.
No, that doesn't work for me. Sorry.
That's okay. What about, let's see,
Get down.
the 22nd?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah.
That's probably better because it's not around a holiday or anything. And that gives us about 4.5 weeks to plan. So let's say June 22nd. And you're not going to please everybody. So June 22nd. And do you think we should limit it to 25 people, or do you think that's too many for the first one?
How do you limit on Zoom?
Oh, well, I
Only
I
send
had
the
to let you
invite.
in,
Oh.
which I wouldn't say let's do first come, first serve. I would, why don't we, if we're gonna do like Brenna suggested, and I love that, let's go unlimited the first time and see what happens. Okay, never mind.
No, I'm okay with it. I just, I don't want, yeah, you never know. I mean, it could be 10. I really have no idea.
I mean,
Maybe we should just do it unlimited.
So what would you do? Post the link on the Facebook group? Or yeah, okay.
Can you, as the host, can you remove someone if we got some weirdo in there?
yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I have to, well, the way I set up today's is I have to let you in. And so I get to see ahead of time who's asking to come in.
Okay.
But it was weird because Brenna was waiting to come in and I didn't see her. When you and Teresa wanted to come in, I saw it at the top of my screen, but she had to message me to say, "Hey, I'm waiting." So I don't know what that was about.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll have to figure out. Maybe we should do a couple more
Practice.
just group things. And maybe we should do one where we're sewing to see what happens.
Okay.
I
What
would
would
say
you
whoever
think,
handles
too?
the chat does not sew, and
Mhm.
that's fine. I don't mind being that person.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can't sew and watch the chat at the same time. I can.
Mhm.
No.
Especially if
Can
we
you
have 50 people.
could I have this up on my iPad and then have it up on my computer? Could I have it on
Yes.
two screens? So I could see.
You'd probably have to log in as two separate people. Because I've noticed it hasn't let me log in two different things as me.
Yeah.
You just use a separate email address.
Yeah, like Tony.
Yeah.
You be Tony.
Yeah. Okay.
You
Well,
guys, I have to tell you, Tony was so wonderful last week. He went every day to Starbucks for these ladies.
he was our
That's
cabana
amazing.
boy.
You don't have Tim Hortons coffee down there?
Sorry.
Not
Tim Horton
there.
here.
We have it, but not there. Oh, you have a kitty too. Look.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Hi,
I have two
baby.
kitties. This is Frankie.
Hi,
Hey,
Frankie.
She came with the name Frankie. Yes, I know, but I should have named her Bonnie because she steals everything off my desk here. Like
Oh, that's
everything. Yeah.
Yes.
And then if we ever got a mail, I'd have to name it Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde.
Tony has such a great time though. He You know, I think next year we might stay at a B&B so he could have a TV, you know, sit in the place and watch TV or do whatever.
I think
Um,
that's what Fred did, Jenna's husband.
yeah. I mean, you know, it would need to be pretty close so we could stay most of the time, but I could anyway.
There's not a whole lot that's close. Did you notice that? It was out in
Yeah.
the boonies.
Where did he stay then?
In Dahlonega somewhere.
Okay.
So probably 15 minutes.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's
Okay.
okay.
No, no.
Barbie, one other thought I'm thinking about just as everybody's talking is if you're nervous about the first go around, what if you did do a cutting video and try like the unlimited participants cutting video and then say, okay, now like you go and make this bag and then you can see how that goes and then do a next round of maybe a different pattern or the same pattern even to then decide if you want to do an unlimited sewing video or if you want to limit it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, just food for thought. I'm thinking about it, so I don't know.
Just out of curiosity, when you do a Zoom, a YouTube live, a sewing, how many people on average do you usually have watching?
Anywhere from typically 80 to 100.
Well, then that's what you're going to get for Zoom, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if not
Yeah.
more.
The only concern I have about the cutting, I have to be in a separate room. And
So
it's
you have to
not
move your
as
setup.
well, and the lighting is not as good in there. Not impossible. And my sweet husband, I don't know if you guys watch Kasaya Sew Live with Sonia in Alabama.
Haven't watched the whole thing yet.
Oh my gosh. She has the sewing room to die for. She's very anal. She actually messaged me this week and we were just chatting and her sewing room is just amazing. So I was showing Tony and I said, look at that, look at that, look at that. And so I have never had anything but in my cutting room, just some, you know, folding tables from Sam's, which is fine. Not complaining in any way, shape, or form. But he saw that video and he went online and found some tables and he ordered them and we should get them way before June 22nd. I just don't know how soon I'd have it all put back together. But then he ordered something, it's like a Craftsman drawer thing.
Ooh.
But it's white. So
Mm.
that I can store things under the tables. Oh yeah.
Nice.
He
He's
spoils
a-
you
Can we
rotten.
borrow
my-
him?
He does spoil me rotten. I tell him that. I just told him that yesterday. I said, honey, you take such good care of me and you buy me almost everything I ever wanted. And he goes, I know. That's what he does. I know.
Do you
That's
mind sharing,
fabulous.
Barbie? What did Tony do for a job? Was he in
He
the
was
military?
No, he worked, we both worked at how I met him. He actually hired me at Cerner Corporation. He was my boss for like 4 years. He was the manager of all of us consultants, nurse consultants. And then after he stepped down from that role, he got divorced. And that's when about a year after that, we started dating. And but I was obviously a computer consultant for nursing stuff, and he managed all of us. So he was a project manager.
Neat.
Yeah.
When I
Yeah.
asked him that question, his short answer was, I was in IT, but he did say that he hired Barbie.
Yeah. He was in IT for a very long time. He wrote programs and all that stuff. So
Wow.
Mhm.
You would think with how handy he is, you know, and you talk in your videos how he's always making you stuff for your room and different things that he was like a, blue collar working with his hands type of guy.
And
It's
he loves landscaping.
yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. He is self-taught on a lot of that. He fixed something. I forget what it was in one of our cars. He fixed something, added a fan motor or something. One of our cars didn't have a fan motor, and he watched a YouTube video and did it himself. I'm like, now you're a mechanic?
You can learn anything on YouTube.
I know it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's really handy. We have, I'm going to tell you this for, I don't know what time it is. Oh, it's 12 o'clock. Real quick. We didn't have, insulation over our garage, and our garage here in Florida, it's a hot box. So we added insulation a couple years ago over our garage, and since then we've had a little bit of our doors closed, and it's like the pressure is off in the house on one side of the house. And in my sink in our bathroom, when I turn it on after it's not been used for a while, there's a little bit of a sulfur smell.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
Yeah.
But it only lasts for a minute. And so he's like MacGyver sleuth out there trying to figure out why. Before I got on here, he had me go out there, and he was closing off a door and opening a door, and because we don't really know. We've had a plumber come, we've had an HVAC person come, and they can't figure it out. Mm-hmm. So he goes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to figure it out. And so he was out there doing that just now too. So we got to figure it out, because it's just on my sink. It's not his sink.
That's weird.
It's
because
weird.
the water's coming from the same place. How in the world?
Well, on my side, there's this backflow something on there, and we had a plumber. He came and replaced that, and that wasn't it. So it's bizarre. Mm. Doesn't happen every time either. It's weird. So he's got.
We have weird that happen too. I mean, we live in a century-old farmhouse, that's been added on to over years, and there's weird things that we find too, and you just never know.
You don't. It's bizarre. And this house is only 10, 11 years old. So I don't know. All right. So you guys, this is so fabulous. Thank you for your comments and your ideas. So we've kind of tentatively planned on June 22nd, Saturday morning, maybe starting at Jan, if we start at 10 a.m. Eastern.
Honey, I'll do whatever you want. I'll wake up for you.
So sweet. All right, so 10, let's say 10 to 1. And if people get done early, that's fine. I'm going to put a poll out there for the travel, jewelry case, the tall wallet, the storage caddy, the Louis, the triple sling, and the purse pow pack, and the Shazzy wristlet. Mm-hmm. I think should we have people register? How would we do a registration?
You could do a Google form.
I could do a Google form. Do you know how to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you do that because I have no clue.
Okay, I think I can create it, and then
Google.
Is your Genie Bags email attached to like a Google account?
I have a Google Gmail. I do have a Google Gmail.
Okay, if you could send that to me, then I can add you as like a manager of the Google form, so then you can see the results and everything from it. And then that way you can send the link, like you could post the link to your Facebook page.
Okay. That would be good. That way we would have an idea. Now, the other concern I have, Jan, is you're paying for the Zoom.
Yeah, but I'm going to anyway.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm keeping it for the retreats stuff. It's great. I love it. I love being unlimited here. And I was going to give you the login so you can like share it with me. But the thing is if you log in, it's going to say you're Jan Banks. I have to figure out a way to change the name of the login person. I don't know if you can.
Mm,
You know
I
what I'm
don't care.
saying? If you wanted to
Yeah.
log in and do it without me,
Yeah.
it would say Jan Banks in the corner down here,
Mm. I don't see
because
it
you're
anywhere.
welcome to use it anytime you want.
Yeah.
I think if you log into Zoom on a web page, like sign into then your account, there should be like an account settings page where I think you can change your name.
Okay.
Okay.
Like in the profile?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. I'll look for that.
So
But then
I'll go ahead and do the poll on the Facebook page, and then I'll put the tentative dates out there and the time. Jen, Brenna, I'll send you my Gmail email.
what information do you want from people for registration?
I think just their name and email address.
Okay.
Don't you think? We're not charging anything this first go around. I mean, maybe if we do this and it goes really well, we could send out little goodie bags for a minimal fee. I mean, Jessica at So Many Creations charges $60. However, it's a Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. So long.
So it's a workshop.
Yeah, and I don't think they do the same bag. I think they just sew whatever. I don't know for sure.
Wow.
I haven't had a chance. She's in the middle of moving, so I thought,
Yeah.
I don't really want to bug her right now. But
Did you talk to Susan at all at the retreat about the Zoom?
didn't. I forgot.
We were so busy. I get it.
I might reach out to her this week. I'll see if she's around this weekend. I know they're getting ready to go on a big trip.
Yeah,
So,
but they've got graduation next week first.
that's
They've got
true.
another week before they leave.
Okay, maybe
I
I'll
talked to her yesterday. She was available to talk yesterday.
I'm gonna call her. I'll just reach out to her today and see when she has a few minutes.
What do you want to call this, Barbie?
Pardon me?
What do you want to call your special event?
Oh. Oh dear. I was thinking it's a beautiful thing sewing. Is that too long? It's a beautiful thing sewing. So long. It's a beautiful thing so long. What do you think?
With Barbie.
Yeah. It's a beautiful. Is that too long?
I don't think so. That's true. It's a beautiful thing.
Songs. You know, I don't know if it was you, Brenna, or I think it was you that said t-shirts. Was it you?
Yeah.
I was thinking, depending on how this goes, I was thinking maybe down the road we could send t-shirts out.
For the Nomies, for the Patreons, for Kasaya, we bought t-shirts for like $25.
Yeah.
So, I mean, people will pay for the t-shirts. You set them up with some company that, where people can just place their orders directly with the company. And I think you can set it up where you either make the profit on it or you don't.
Okay.
People do that for fundraisers too.
And coffee mugs. I'm a coffee mug person.
I like that.
Yeah, I think you said in a video one time, Barbie, that you're a walking advertisement because of all your fun shirts that you wear. And I just think that it is powerful because you wear different shirts every tutorial, every live.
And we see them.
That is,
you're wearing one that Sherry made you right now.
I am.
One of the participants made us shirts.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's so funny because somebody that lives overseas, when she sees my t-shirts, she jots that down as part of something that she needs to go see when she comes to the United States.
That's awesome.
I forget who it was.
Look for something from Wasaga Beach coming in the mail for you.
That's cool.
Oh my gosh.
All because of your t-shirts.
Oh,
She getting a
man.
t-shirt.
Yeah, you may not have been there, but you got to have something from Canada.
I know. You know, Brandy and I are trying to figure out how to do a so long on YouTube. But the only way you can do it that we know so far, and we may just have to do a Facebook so long, now that I'm thinking out loud, is you have to have StreamYard, and it's like $500 a year. She just let it go because it just was too much, and I don't really want to do that either because I don't know how often I do it. Although, you know, when Lauren and I did the so long, we used Kayla's StreamYard from So Magical.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was just gonna say, just like we're sharing this Zoom for different things, you could share with other people. And Keziah and Susan do it, so they've got something if you wanted to, you know, collab with them and use.
I'm gonna ask her what they do. I bet they have StreamYard. I'm gonna write that down when
And
I
that's
call.
probably something that Patreon pays for too. So
Okay. Well, I think this is a great start. Let's get it going, and then we might want to do another Zoom and practice, you know, muting and sewing and
Get her act together.
yeah.
speaking of that, I did figure out what Brenna said. You can change my name to your name if you log in on your end. It was easy. I found it because
Okay.
Brenna said it could, so I
She-
figured it out.
She knows it all there.
Well, you
Yeah.
know, this younger generation, I mean, my nieces, you know, they can do all this little stuff too. So I might see if they can join. That would be fun. Okay.
I tell you what, though, I was feeling like such an old lady last night. We got home from the concert at 1:30 this morning, and my husband and I both were just dead to the world. And I'm like, there's too many people. We were walking back to where we parked, and there's all these drunk people, you know, coming back from the concert, and they're not even coherent. I said, that's not even fun. Like, that doesn't even look fun anymore. It wasn't fun even when I was their age. And I told him, so maybe I just have an old soul and I just am like a 65-year-old lady in my heart.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but you know all the technical stuff though. You've got the brain, you know, of a 30-year-old, so you're good.
There you go.
That's so exciting. Okay, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. I will jot down some notes and I'm going to send them out just even to BJ and who are we missing? BJ and
Just BJ?
That's it.
Is it
We're
just
good other than BJ.
Okay, I'll send it out. And BJ's kind of busy right now. I don't know what she's got going on, but I know she'll want to hear all this good stuff. So thank you, guys.
You're welcome. That was fun.
And Brenna, you got to let us know what's going on.
Yeah.
Please. Good or bad?
You're on my prayer
Happy or
list.
sad?
Yeah. Please send all of the prayers we need. We need all of the prayers that we can
What's your
get.
husband's first name?
Nate.
Nate and Brenna. Got it. Okay. Thanks, guys. Have a great Saturday.
Thank you.
Okay, you
Bye.
guys
Talk to
too.
you soon.
Okay, bye.